Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game. The original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Tremendous build-up to decide the championship in the Southeastern Conference. It's the Florida Gators against the Louisville Cardinals. Great to have Holly Rowe join us reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
Hey guys, one of the storylines to keep your eyes on today that is so fun for the Florida Gators is, will their wide receiver go over 1,000 yards? Why does this matter? Well, nobody's done it for the Gators since 2002. It's hard to believe, but Taylor Jacobs was the last to do that here at Florida. So we expect them to get him the ball early and often. We'll see if they can make a little history today on the field for Florida. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. They'll run it here. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, there's so many layers to this game. The conference championship, obviously, but also potentially a Heisman Trophy on the line. He has been so good all year long. If he has a big day today, he could take home that Heisman.
Grab behind the line. It's Hughes. Oh, he's got open space. And he goes out of bounds just past midfield. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joel. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
1st and 10 play coming up. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's caught, and he's got a lane. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Chris, this is the quarterback's best friend right here. This goes down as a throw and a catch. So it's just stat padding at this point. Beautiful job on the outside. You also have to credit that offensive line. They cut down the edge, and this little pop pass is able to get the edge and get down the field.
Tight end makes the grab. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. A 2nd and goal play for the offense. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Big moment here early in this conference championship game. It's 3rd down and goal. A chance to grab momentum. They bring him down short of that 1st down marker. Sets up a 4th down and decision time for this coach.
Chris, to me, this is not a terribly difficult decision. I think you go for this here on 4th down. Even if you don't get it in the end zone, they've got to start their first possession of the game inside their own 3. I think that's a win for you. You go for the 6 right here.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And the Gators will spend their first timeout. Now left with 2 of them here in the first half. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Cardinals. He runs it into the end zone. You can't have a better start than that in a championship game. Right out of the gate, Joel, executing beautifully, and they draw first blood with that long drive.
Chris, it's goal number 1 for your offense, to go out there, establish a rhythm, but try to get that first score of the game. That's exactly what they're able to do. Here's what I loved about it was the execution. quarterback played well, offensive line played well, right down the field. What great rhythm they established here on the first drive.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Two-back set, quarterback flanks. Quarterbacks. Takes the handoff. It's ball.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Important second down play coming up. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
To get the edge like this, you've got to take care of that edge defender, and they do a great job on the left side of this offensive line, get them blocked up. Then you need some perimeter blocking as well. Wide receivers, selfless on the outside. Nice run right here on the toss play. Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
So second down after the incompletion. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. It's going to bring up third down.
Well, Chris, when you throw the football this late, you know the coverage can close. And here the window is there early, and then it closes late, and that should have been picked off. That could have been taken back for 6.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Grab down the middle. It's Singleton. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44. They continue to feed their reliable wide receiver. Joe, he told us he came to this program to play for a championship, and he's got his opportunity here.
This has just been such a tremendous fit. You come in here, obviously this program wanted to target the wide receiver position and bring someone in to solidify the outside. Meanwhile, he wanted to come in and compete for a championship, get more opportunities and more targets. All of those things have happened. Really solid stuff from this offense here. Quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up the first down.
Chris, give credit to this quarterback and this offense. They continue to be patient and just continue to make first downs and now get the ball across the 50. Clearly now in scoring range, and as a quarterback, you've got to think to yourself, no sacks. You can't take a negative play and knock yourself out of field goal range.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Short completion of the tight end. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Gators. They couldn't stop him there.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Cardinals offense back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Oh, and he'll be sacked on the play. Defense, big play.
This just feels like 2 steps forward and 1 step back. They get the explosive play on the previous snap, and the defense is able to get right back in and get to the quarterback and create the sack. Really good job by them. But I will say, you've got to maintain and sustain the momentum as an offense. They need to get right back on.
It's caught. He's got room. He's in the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown, Louisville. Strong game by this quarterback. This back has been so hard to stop all year, and now, Joe, on this big stage, he's showing exactly why he's in the Heisman running.
Chris, it's remarkable. Every defense is out to stop him, and yet he continues to produce, and now into the end zone, headed towards that Heisman, headed to that moment with you on that stage, grabbing that hallowed trophy.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now in the 25. He'll hand it off. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
To screen pass complete to the running back. And nowhere to go there. That defense all over it.
Man, these guys up front for this defense are doing such a good job. You've got to defend the screen pass one of 2 ways. You either get after the quarterback or you diagnose and retrace and get into the hip pocket of that running back who's trying to escape on the outside. And here, the retrace is perfect. The linemen are there. The linebackers have obviously diagnosed what's going on, and they're there to stop it from no gain.
The senior makes an excellent catch there and is brought down.
No mystery who they're looking to on 3rd down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy 1st down.
That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. Louisville has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They flipped into the field, ready now for the 2nd period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Delayed handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Mays. And they'll make the tackle, but he'll bring up 4th down. They are in field goal range. The Gators will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. On the move now. He goes out of bounds, spotted right near the 25.
Such a value add at the quarterback position when your guy can just scramble and move the chains. That is such a help to these drives. You can stay on the field. And again, if you can do that 2, 3, 4 times a game, you are doing a great job as a quarterback.
Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
It is such an advantage for an offense to have a running back that can get on the outside and catch the football, in particular when a defense wants to run man coverage. You can see this is a mismatch here. He's faster than the linebacker, and he gets the ball and gets a nice gain down the field.
Pointer in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. This offense is still clicking. And now they'll set up for the point after.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Great possession last time. They're punching into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking deep to the right side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 with a first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football.
It's caught. He's breaking free. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, in our meetings, this defense told us they're going to be ready for these plays. They understand the looks and the motion, and they know that this offense loves to use these, in particular early in a game. And here they are trying to go to that well, and sure enough, defense is ready for it.
Makes the catch downfield. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
We'll give this offense a lot of credit. They needed to put together a drive after their defense just gave up the touchdown, and they've been able to do so. Nice first down there.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And they bring him down, but they'll spot the ball at the 3.
Man, this is tough sledding down here when you get into these goal-to-go situations, continuing to try to run the football. It is about movement and leverage. This offensive line has got to get low. They got to keep those legs moving, and these running backs, I tell you what, get behind your pads and get physical.
On second and goal, they hand it to him again. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gets it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
Third down and goal for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's not going to get there short of the first down. Breaks out fourth.
Chris, I think they should go for this here. Even if they don't get it, the opposing offense is going to be backed up inside their own 2. This is clearly a go for it. Go for the 6 points. I'd use tempo to do it.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. It's a short attempt, but from the left hash mark, a severe angle here. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that puts them back on top. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The shotgun handoff here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
It is intercepted. First play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down. Looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain to spot the ball now at the 35.
It's going to be a really long day for this defense if they can't corral this quarterback in these scrambles. He's dropping back, nowhere to throw, or he just sees an open lane. Look at this quickness that he's able to use. He gets across the line to gain, moves the chains for a first down.
They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And then first down, right back to the running game. Touchdown, Cardinals. This offense cannot be stopped. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Timeout taken by Florida, their second. They still have one more in their pocket the rest of the half. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Design quarterback line. No, they stop him short of the goal line. Will bring up 2nd and goal. And now the Gators will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You've got 5 guys up front that are just winning.
And the PAT is good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. And gaining enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure, moving right. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Grab near the sticks. It's Singleton. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The sure hands, it's Singleton. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Great job up front by this defensive line, these linebackers. You can see that this quarterback was a bit confused. He hands the football off on the RPO, but there's nowhere to go. No gain. Great job by this defense.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a 1st down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's 4th down. Again, timing. You got to show up.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Now the tackle made, but it's enough for a 1st down. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a 1st down with plenty to spare. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on 1st down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Mays. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the 2nd half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. It's a good job of moving the chains on 3rd down.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown, Gators. This offense really clicking.
Right get back in this football game. That's a big score here in the third quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
PHC up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Cardinals offense is back out on the field now. The back's got it. Good enough for the first down to the 37. They continue to lean in the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joel, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Look out, he's breaking free. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
We've seen this all year long from this running back. They find him out of the backfield, and he's such a threat as a wide receiver. He's done a great job so far today, and this defense is going to have to key on him out of the backfield.
You make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. A big chunk gain. More of the same for this offense. The defense still no answer for this running back.
Chris, I certainly thought that they were going to come up with some sort of answer to this run game at halftime, but it doesn't look like they've changed anything schematically. And if they're not going to change, don't change anything from a play call perspective. Keep feeding this back.
Has the first down and more. They bring it down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
They are executing exactly what they wanted to, which was control the game on the ground, and they're doing that right down the middle. This offensive line is winning, and I got to tell you, that coaching staff's got to be thrilled with the way they're running it right now.
QB keeper all the way. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play because you're on schedule.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. You'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down short of that first down marker. Sets up a fourth down and decision time for this coach. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. Knocks that one right down the middle.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Two backs now flanking the quarterback. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And nothing after the catch. They stop him cold.
I'm so impressed with this defense. Their ability to diagnose, recognize what's going on these screen plays. They see what the offense is trying to do, and they're able to stop it for no gain. Now, they're in a more advantageous situation. If I'm the defense, this is what I consider a blitz. Maybe some man coverage, getting aggressive, trying to get yourself off the field.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
I tell you, you got to play well on third down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on first and second. He's got to be great in situations. And one of those situations that I think about is third.
Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. Quick throw over the middle. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare. So a nice throw by the quarterback. He's had a productive day. He hasn't been perfect. Joe, can you make a play here to put his team on top?
Well, Chris, I think you put it perfectly there because, again, it's about the short memory. You erase those mistakes made previously in this game, and you think about the execution moving forward, the plays that you could make, the details of what you need to do from this point moving forward. If you're able to do that with that short memory, then you can go have success and come back in this game.
So a solid gain of 8 sets him up 2nd and 2, really opens up the offensive playbook here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, that's exactly what this defense needed. 2nd and short, now a loss of yardage, and you've got third down and an opportunity to get off the field. A really good job of them being aggressive there on that 2nd and short, not just giving up the first down.
This is the 6th play on the drive. And the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Look out, he's got space ahead. He goes out of bounds, close to the 25. And the Gators moving quickly down the field here. Louisville has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Now we're set to start the final quarter of play here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Caught in the backfield. It's Ball. And they'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense.
Well, as the coaches told us, it was going to be a huge key to create negative yardage plays, in particular on first down. Defense is able to do it here.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. It's a draw. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
In man-to-man defense, it's always difficult to defend the slant. As a corner, you've really got to drive hard once you see the quarterback release the football.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Looking for a receiver. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
Well, this is their opportunity. You don't know how many possessions you're going to get. This is the chance that you have to take the lead. Got to put the ball in the end zone. What's your best matchup? What's your best play call? You got to find it right here.
Powers to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And now the try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good. They take a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, I don't know how the big tight end gets that open in the middle of the field. Somebody has got to target the tight end in coverage. That's an easy throw and catch, and as a quarterback, I will take it all day long. My tight end's open, bang, complete.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
The mark of a great running back is a guy that can make one miss. There's always going to be one player that is going to be your responsibility as a running back. And here, the corner is unblocked. If they're in space, you got to make him miss. Be elusive. Corner does a nice job there getting him down to the ground.
Grab down the middle. It's Brown. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver makes the catch, and they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33.
That is a perfect start to this drive for this quarterback. He's 3 for 3, and now he needs to start locating those wide receivers that are down the field. Find the seams in this defense and push it into scoring territory.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Hard running there through a tackle. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable 3rd down situation. The entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? A direct snap. Sees an opening. This running back just continues a monster performance in this championship game. Joel, they're feeding the hot hand. Interesting to see how they play it in this must-score drive.
Chris, I think a lot of it depends on what the defense does here. As they get conservative, why not allow your running back to chew up these yards? With this situation and the points that you need, I think you can still go to him.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 6. And the Gators will spend their first timeout. The decision to make here, what are they going to do on this second down?
This offense is able to gain yards, run the football near the goal line. That is tough to do, and it sets you up for a little play action here. This defense has got to account for this run game because they're gaining positive yardage. Do you go play action? Maybe even get the quarterback on the outside.
As a design quarterback keeper, nowhere to run up the middle. Timeout taken by Florida, their second. Strategy session before this third down play. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And on the carry, he's heading left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the Gators will spend their third and final timeout. They'll come together here and discuss the call on this fourth down play. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So now we'll have a field goal attempt, one of the biggest moments of this game so far. And that one's straight down the middle. With a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Chris, these are the moments you have to live for as a quarterback. There's under 2 minutes to go, and you're down. You've got to go down and take the lead and put together a drive. This is what you dream about. Get in that huddle and go execute.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nice grab. It's Mays. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain. Another clutch play for this quarterback who's having a very solid championship game, Joel. He shows the confidence they have in him in this must-win moment.
Chris, you hit it on the head. It's about the confidence, and you can see that confidence come out in the decisions that he is making. That ball is going to the proper spot. He is playing so efficient right now, and this game is going to be on his shoulders the rest of the way.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, somebody told them they don't have any timeouts left. They can't be running the football. This ball has got to be put in the air. This is a quarterback game at this point.
Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Pulls it in. It's Mays. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Moves out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. On first and 10, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. Takes a deep shot down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here.